If solving equations with negatives confuse you, this video will help you. At the end of this video, you will be able to solve two-step equations with negative. Let's look on the first example. Here we have x multiplied by negative 3 add 7 equals negative 2. We have to undo the last operation that was done to x, and the last operation done to x is add 7, and the reverse of add 7 is subtract 7. So on the left hand side of the equation we subtract 7, and on the right hand side of the equation we subtract 7. This is to ensure that equation remain balanced. Now we have negative 3x being equal to negative 2 subtract 7, and this is negative 9. Again, we will reverse the last operation done to x. So let's undo the last operation. So here we have x multiplied by negative 3, and the opposite or reverse of multiplying by negative 3 is dividing by negative 3. So we divide the left hand side of the equation by negative 3, and we divide the right hand side of the equation by negative 3. Now x will be equal to negative 9 divided by negative 3, which is positive 3. Remember, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Stay with me. This other example is an exam style question. So here we have negative 2x subtract 4 equal 10. So we're going to reverse the last operation that was done to x. So here we have x multiplied by negative 2, and this is where students usually make mistake. So negative 2x is the same as x multiplied by negative 2. Then we have subtract 4. So subtract 4 is the last operation that was done to x on the left hand side. So we have to reverse subtract 4, and the reverse of subtract 4 is add 4. So on the left hand side of the equation we add 4, and on the right hand side of the equation we add 4. Now we'll have negative 2x equals 14. And look at this carefully. X multiplied by negative 2, the last operation here is multiplying by negative 2, and the reverse of multiplying by negative 2 is dividing by negative 2. So we divide the left hand side of the equation by negative 2, and we divide the right hand side of the equation by negative 2. Now x will be equal to 14 divided by negative 2, which is negative 7. Remember, a positive divided by a negative will give you a negative. So watch carefully on these other two exam style questions. You can pause the video and give them a go. Okay, let's try these questions. Again, the last operation done to x is subtract 2, and the reverse of subtract 2 is add 2. So on the left hand side of the equation we add 2, and on the right hand side of the equation we add 2. Now, negative 4x will be equal to negative 10 add 2, which is equal to negative 8. And now we have x multiplied by negative 4. And the reverse of multiplying by negative 4 is dividing by negative 4. So now we divide the left-hand side of the equation by negative 4, and we divide the right-hand side of the equation by negative 4. So now we have x equals negative 8 divided by negative 4, which is positive 2. And remember, negative 8 divided by negative 4 is positive, as negative divided by negative will give you a positive. Now stay with me. For the next question, we have 4 minus 2x being equal to 10. So in this case, the last operation we have here, which is 4, is a positive 4, and the reverse of this positive 4 here is subtract 4. So we subtract 4 on both sides of the equation. So now we have negative 2x equals 10 take away 4, which is equal to 6. And we reverse the last operation done to x, and the last operation done to x here is x multiplying by negative 2. So we're multiplying by negative 2, and the reverse of multiplying by negative 2 is dividing by negative 2. So on the left hand side of the equation, we divide by negative 2, and on the right hand side of the equation, we divide by negative 2. Now x will be equal to 6 divided by negative 2 equals negative 3. And remember, a positive divided by a negative will give you a negative. If you want to see a video on solving two-step equations involving brackets, subscribe, like, and check my playlist for the upcoming video on solving equations bracket.